Hello again and welcome back to Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Back to the Hoover Constellation. I have moved on and done a little bit, which I was going to show you a little bit more today, but we're now in between Storm Dudley and Storm Eunice. So we've got a little bit of a lull, so I'll show you in a moment what I've been getting up to. Well, hello and welcome back to the Hoover Constellation restoration. I was going to start doing this today, which I probably will in a minute, but yesterday I had a little bit of spare time, and what I've just done, this is the base part. When this was fitted, I noticed that it was a little bit loose. The rivets had come loose. So my plan was to take that apart and re-rivet it and get these done. I've sanded them right back. This one, there's still a little bit of pitting around here. I've taken a little bit out as much as I can, but hopefully the powder coat will smooth it over a little bit. I do want to start putting filler in because this is quite a part that gets hit quite a lot. So the plan is now, whilst we're in between the weather systems, is to powder coat these, and I'm going to put a little bit of, just a small amount of sealer around there, because there was a slight gap, and as it was trying to hover, air was still blowing out of here, so we try and seal that off. So I'm going to get on and try and powder coat this. I decided I'm going to do this in the dark blue, so we'll give it a go. I've gone over with some acetone now, and the plan is, although my plans never work, is to hold it from the inside, powder coat the outside area, which is probably more important, swing that over, hook it up onto an oven rack with some hooks, and then do the inside. That way hopefully it will work, but that's the plan. Whether it works, let's see. Well, here we are after a few days, or a couple of days. We had Storm Eunice yesterday. It's now gone, as has my front fence, but we're going to leave that for now. When I left you the other day, I'd sanded this down and powder coated it. I'm very pleased. It's a little bit, perhaps I could have done better around here. It felt smooth, but it's okay. But the actual, should we say, half a ball bit is great, and I've just put some of these little bits back in for now, and they're riveted in, as is the base again, which is now solid. So whilst we got a chance, just going to go over, try and start doing the top half, or the where the filter goes inside here, and then we move on and do the top section. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is just do this bit. I was going to do the top bit, but this is highly boring. It's an awkward one, so I'm going to get on and do this. I won't show you all of this, it's terribly boring, but I'll just show you the first little bit. It's just going over with this wire brush. Pretty much had it now. I've got another one in there which I'll put on in a minute, but we'll see how we get on to start with. I'll show you. There you go. It's very time consuming, and Jenny keeps getting in the way, so I have to stop. But yeah, so I'll carry on. I'll get this done, and I don't think we'll be able to do any powder coating today. It's still windy, and tomorrow's even windier. So as long as I can get this bit done, and we're still moving on. And I'm waiting for a few bits, new cable, a little grommet thing, and I think that's about it. And let me carry on with this and I'll come back. Hello again, I'm finally back after several storms and work for a week. I've muddled on now. This is all pretty much ready for things to go back. I did a little bit of cleaning on things yesterday, the rubbers and stuff. There's the top bowl. It's come up quite nice. There was a couple of small dents. I tried to bang them out, but due to its age, I suppose it's to be expected. And finally, yesterday I did this this panel, the filter panel. So that's ready to go. So first of all, I'm just going to start putting some of the things back on here. Where are we? There we go. We can start getting like the little Hoover signs back and stuff. So let's give this a go. Okay, one done. And just line that one up. There we go. And one more. There we go. That's the Hoover sign on. And this one, I thought, well, I'll do this blue. There's a little bit of contrast to the creamy white. So I'll get this one put on in the same way. There you go. Well, that's that one done. Well, now I've got the motor in. I did clean it all up. It was dusted and I've ACF 50'd all the wires and everything. I have got a new flex to go in. Martin from Retro Restore did recommend doing an earth on this, but I've checked some of the websites on this one and it's got a double insulation. It's got it's got rubber at the bottom and a plastic piece that the motor sits in, and this is rubber on the top to protect it. The only one that does need checking, I believe, which I did check, is this. Make sure this is all connected tight, because that was the only problem you could get. So I'll check that once I get the switch back in. So I don't know if you can see this. Just going to try and get these original wires back in now. This has all been cleaned, all the wires in here. This is going to be a little bit fiddly, I think. See if we can get that one in there. Okay, what's that one? I'll get this one in, and then so it is a bit fiddly. There's not much room to play with here. Anyway, let me just get this in and then I'll come back to you. Well, I bought this grommet. It was very difficult to find the grommet to fit, but it was supposed to be a 15mm hole. It does go in, but it doesn't actually hold it perfectly. So I am going to try and use some sort of glue, plastic glue in a moment to try and do that. So let's just see. I've crimped these on and soldered as well a little bit, so we can start to get these two in of the new cable. Okay. So it's all a bit fiddly, but there we go. I think there we go. That's that one. And one more. I'll come back to you after that. Okay, so I've now got the cable hold in there. The little plastic covers back on. I'm just going to say with this grommet, I'm just going to go around just a little bit of glue around there just to protect that as well, and also around the cable. That should just give it that little extra protection there. Sorry, that's Jenny in the background going mad. So, right, so that's all. The connections are done. Just got to do the switch now. Yeah, sorry about all that noise. Jenny was on the raid in the garden. Unwelcome visitors, I believe. But she's just come in for an inspection now, haven't you? Okay, so as I say, we've done that that wire now, and that's all sealed. We just need to do the switch now. Okay, so as I mentioned when we first stripped it apart, these the switch is clamped in, so you have these clip onto the body, and then these eventually just clip over and hold it in. So I try and do it on film, but you know what happens when I do things on film. So we have to get that one in there somehow. That one in there, and that one in there. Okay, and then hopefully we can pull these together. It is all lined up, I think so. I think we might need some pliers. I'll come back. Well, as I mentioned, always on camera, it doesn't work, but there we go. They just clamp into that little hole there and clip in. So that's the switch all done. Right, okay, we'll move on. Okay, let's get this little bit on. Need to line this up with the holes. And the hinge part is where the bag goes, so we'll try and get these down. See, that's now squashing against the motor, which holds that in. As you remember, I had trouble with one of the bolts screws, so I'm just going to try these ones out. I did have a quick go. Let's see what happens. Excuse my hand in the way. Okay, that seems to be alright. If not, I'll have to change plans again. Okay, let's tighten them down properly in a minute. They all seem to be holding, so one more down here. Yes, good. Seems to be fine. Apart from not a very good screw there. Try just this one. Okay, I think that's got it. Right, okay. Okay, I did look around for some these filters for him, and there wasn't any, but I gave this a complete wash, a little bit of disinfectant as well, dried it for a few days, so it's that's all clean. Now this is the easier said than done bit as well. Somehow we have to try and get these, try and get this wrapped around here. As I say, easier said than done. Goes over there first, and then we need to wrap it around the larger section somehow. Yeah, I think you're going to have to bear with me with this. This is going to be a pain, but I'll come back to you very shortly. Okay, so God knows how my mum used to do this. It's very fiddly. I think it's probably shrunk a bit anyway, but we finally got it on. This is the little rubber that goes against the bags. I have ordered some bags, but I do have one spare one, and so we can now get this back on to here, and then we need to line up the hinge bolt, which I'll find that. There we go. And as you remember, we've got a little C-clamp that goes on the outside. So when I can get this through now, let's have a look. Might have to push it down for the seal. And maybe we can do it upside down, we'll see. Just need to tap it through a bit. Bear with me, I'll get this through and come back again. That's back on now, that lid. I thought I was going to have trouble with this clip thing. The original one was riveted, but you've also got a spring in there to compress at the same time. So I thought, well, and I didn't have any rivets long enough to go all the way through. So what I've done, I've just used this 4mm screw now, a bolt, and it's just the right size. I'm going to put a washer on there, and then finally a bolt, or a nut rather. Okay, right, so I'll put a bag in a minute, and we just close this down, make sure it all works. Right. Okay, then we come back to that one. Well, that idea didn't go very well. It would have been a good idea, but unfortunately the bolts were just too fat for this to close down. So what I've had to do, I've had to go for the pretty much the original way. Although I didn't have long enough rivets, I was able to just get the rivet in each side. So it's a little bit stiff, but secure. So there we go. We can now. So I've ordered some more bags, so we can get some of those later. That just slides into there, and then this rubber bit seals it against the bag. Right, there we go. So, should we give it a go? Right, let's plug this in. If it all goes wrong, it's been nice knowing you, so let's see. Right, well, that's it. I've still got the tools to do. I'll try and do the best with that, even look at some new ones if necessary. So, okay. Well, I hope you did like this little video, just a little bit different, of a little bit of my childhood, the Hoover Constellation. The same was with my favourite machines when I was a kid. Used to play with it, throwing it across the floor. As I say, we do hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to all my subscribers and for your comments. Please subscribe if you do like the videos, and I'll just show you before we finish a quick before and after picture. But until the next time, take care. Goodbye for now. Thank you.